Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tube Talk with D. I just wanted to get on here with a little quick 1-2 and wish everybody a happy, safe Memorial Day. Today is Memorial Day. But I also want to jump right into things and talk about the boots and bananas that Miss Briana had over the weekend, which I believe was on Saturday. So turns out it looked more like, to me, it was held because I'm not gonna lie, I really uh, didn't understand what was happening. I thought maybe it was some type of outside barnyard bash, welcoming her home. But turns out it was actually a quote unquote event that was held at I'm gonna say like at a lounge or something like that, but it was inside of a building. And to me, it looked like she had no more than 25 people there. I'm assuming that were only her close friends, the ones that she has left there in North Carolina, family. We saw her sister in attendance. We saw her best friend Shay in attendance. We saw other people, and lo and behold, we saw old Walt. Yes, Walt was in the building. He had on his Cool in the Gang jacket and his Kango hat turned to the back. Old Walt was ready for a good timing at the Boots and Bananas Barnyard function. But I just want to talk a little bit about how, if this was a welcoming home party, you know what I mean? And open to the public and free. I probably would have done like a barbecue. I would have had like prizes from all of the endeavors that she has going on. Like she allegedly is selling makeup, lip gloss, outfits here and there. I would have brought some of those things there to this welcoming home to show people what I have to offer, other than being dressed like I was getting ready to do OnlyFans live footage. Because what she had on was definitely not appropriate to be wearing in front of her father. Now we know they're extreme weird relationship now at this time. If you've been following this time, all of this time, then there are some weird things, to me, and this is just my opinion. And I won't go too far into detail as far as Walt is concerned, but it's me. I'm a daughter. I have a father. There's no way I'm showing up to a back home, welcoming me back home to my hometown, and I'm dressed in a see-through tutu. The tutus that the little girls wear for gymnastics or dance class, the bodysuits minus the tutu. In other words, I'm sorry, as if they put the little ballerina lace around the waist, but she didn't even have anything around her waist. She simply just had on a swimsuit bodysuit with nothing but her cheeks hanging out, with some tall cowboy boots and the widest cowboy hat that she could find. And I mean, looking like, did it look fun? Did it look inviting? You only saw one or two people that were there, maybe dancing, and she took pictures with a few people. How dare anyone say they drove so many hours to get there? I mean, I just can't fathom the reasoning behind that. But anywho, to each his own, to each his own. But the way that she was dressed was totally inappropriate, to be dressed like that in front of her father. And the event wasn't even a big event like that to be dressed like that. It really wasn't a club setting, to my understanding. Then she just, had a lot of video of her sitting down, singing. I think there was one video where she was dropping it low to the floor, doing that little one dance that she always, is doing, that little 1-2. And if that's the only move that she made, I see why both her baby daddies left. Well, all three of them. But anywho, the boots and bananas and baggage, honey, was not booming, wasn't booting and book scooting and whatever else it was supposed to do. It just wasn't giving that. It was giving, I'm having this gathering. I want attention. I want to make myself look like I am unbothered and I'm doing something big. And, I want some attention. This is the last of the Mohicans who's going to give it to me. She didn't have anywhere else to go, anybody else to turn to for attention. So she turned this night and made herself the woman, the lady of the night, lady of the hour, what have you, whatever you want to call it, for attention. Because just the way that she was dressed was totally, totally inappropriate. To be frolicking around in front of her father dressed like that. I mean, I don't know what I expected to see. I don't. I expected to see maybe a few more people there who were greeting her, who actually knew her, who maybe we could feel like support is genuine from. This just gave, hey, we just gonna go out and see what's going on, and maybe, just maybe have a good time. I don't know, but this just wasn't giving a big extravaganza. I'm having fun and I'm being welcomed back home. I didn't see any refreshments. Maybe there were a few drinks that people had to buy themselves. There was a DJ there. I saw her, kind of looking over at him in a video that she posted. But nonetheless, I'm not saying that it was a flop, but it wasn't giving what she was, saying over the internet in the days leading up to this Boots and Dukes welcome home party. And you have to ask yourself, people really, they're watching her. People in North Carolina, she may not be where she was in Atlanta or near Atlanta or in Georgia anymore, but she can best believe that those hometown people are watching her. I'm pretty sure they know the root. Can you just imagine this lady coming back home, saying she's back home, she wants everybody to welcome her, as if she just didn't put on a whole Madeira play of being a DV victim? I just don't understand. And so people, just because she's going back to her hometown, are supposed to overlook this and support this. That's what I think the point I'm making. We didn't see a lot of supporters out at her function that she gave over the weekend, and you have to just wonder to yourself, these people are not. It's not giving supporting. The support is not supporting like you think it is, Briana. It's just not. I didn't see a lot of people there. People leading up to the days of were not talking about it. You know why? Because they see your foolishness. They know your lies. They know your games. These people have sat and watched this. They know the backstory behind this. And another thing, wouldn't your baby daddy and his wife be there, the first one? Since you guys are team players. Or are we beefing as what's being led to, allegedly? So, I mean, who really do you have? You didn't have anybody there but your sister, Walt, and your best friend. And the only one who was really dressed appropriately was the sister. But it just looked like it was forced on her end to make it look like she was having fun. You guys know how Briana gets when she is really hyping something up. She's yelling, she's hooting, she's hollering, she's faking like she's having a good time. And there's no way that she was genuinely deep down in her heart happy and having a good time. Just to be honest, this is just my opinion. I don't even think she's all that thrilled to be back home in North Carolina. I think that was something that she just had to do, or a move that she wanted to do to piss off the last two baby daddies. I don't really think she's genuinely happy. I don't even think that she'll be there that long. I kind of feel like you give it some time. Let all this kind of wear off. Let all this court business, which they do have coming up soon, shortly in a few days, her and Janelle. But I just feel like as time goes by and the longer that she stays there, she's not really happy. She's happy because of what she can get out of the deal for now, which are babysitters. so that she can run the streets and try to produce a nightlife. I want you guys to understand that she has claimed that she is now dating. Yeah, let's see how that turns out. Who's going to be victim number 4? And what fool would even, who? You got to do background checks, brothers. Just like, ladies, we do our background checks. I would say it's about time, because somebody, she says she's dating. She's putting it out there. Just beware. I hope my brothers, my kings out there, beware of this young lady, because she has intentions that are not pure right now. And I feel like as soon as she gets, herself to a point where she wants, Brianna's going to move probably back to Georgia. I kind of feel like, because she is not done with that last baby daddy yet. You just mark my words. I believe that Robert has something cooking in the oven. Janelle has something cooking in the oven. And because Brianna doesn't know what neither one of them next move is going to be, she's going to try and pull something like she's always winning, when we all know that that's not the case. But anyway, you guys, I just came in here with my little my little opinion on that. You guys make sure you hit the like and subscribe. And thank you to all my supporters. I see y'all in the comments. I try to come in back. I really appreciate the ones rocking with me from day one. So make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe button. And thank you guys for tuning in to Talk with D. Bye.